Alright. Hello everyone. Back with more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. This time I'm starting off at the actual game starting instead of having to sit through loading screens.
Now what is that?
No clue. We're gonna find out. Hold on. Okay. Last check left off was going to go ahead and do the companion quests that belong to Sela. Here we go. We're finally here. Elon and Curl. Oh, right. Promised to do voices with this. Right. We're finally here. Elon and Curl must be around here somewhere. And Jenna, too. If they gave her permission to leave. Ah, there they are. I forgot what voices I gave these guys. Greetings, Sela. And greetings to you, Knight Commander. Sir Elon puts his hands behind his back and bows slightly. Then he casts an inquisitive glance at you. He seems less friendly than he was the day you met at the Defender's Heart. Jana puts her hands on her hips. She looks even more dashing than usual. Elon is feeling a little shy. He thought he asked for help from a couple nobodies like us. But now you've turned into the saviors of Canabras, Knights of the Fifth Crusade, marked by Iomede's blessing. And you still came to help him dig through a pile of junk. Sela frowns a little. Let's not talk about it. I assure you, I'm the same Sela. I'm the same Sela, your friend from the League of the Card. And we came here to help you look for Elon's ring. By the way, where's Curl? He didn't come with us. He said an old wound was acting up. Alright, my friends, since we're here, let's finish this mission quickly. I really don't feel comfortable bothering the Knight Commander with my personal problems. What does the ring look like, and where should we look for it? The last time I saw the ring, it was with my things in my traveling chest. Now the camp's in total disarray. I don't know how we'll ever find it. The ring is made of a shiny silver metal, with a deep blue-green jewel. You can't miss it. Master Derek is not just a jeweler, he's an artist. There's no mistaking one of his creations. Sounds delightful. I wish I possessed one of Master Derek's fine works. I've seen them from afar, worn by visitors to the Gorm Mansion. But I've never held one before. I was never allowed to approach important guests. I'm not one for the florid compliments, my lady. But I suspect the master would happily give you one of his works as a gift. He does that from time to time when he meets someone whose beauty inspires him. Thank you, sir. Camilla lowers her lashes demurely. Is there something wrong, Elon? Am I making you nervous? The young knight is obviously embarrassed. I apologize. Jenna is right. Much has changed since we met in Canabras. Some things for the better, some not at all. He stopped short, apparently unwilling to elaborate. Alright, off we go. Jenna and I will look around the northern side. We'll see you when we find something. Or when we give up trying.
I found something.
Right. This won't take long.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
There's this mage armor potions. Sure.
I'll go ahead.
DC World DC 19. Let's see. I got a 14, so I just need a 5 or higher on the die. Should be doable.
It is finished.
Yep. Alright, what did it say? Torn flag of the Hound Hearts, a small but noble order of crusaders. Okay. Piece of an antique ring. I think that'd be it, but okay. A small closet demon emerges from the chest. It looks at you angrily, screeching up its ugly little face. Or screwing up its ugly little face. It is holding a shiny object in its paw, a sparkling silver ring with a large blue-green jewel. It's mine. Mine. Elon, look. Look at that creepy thing. What's it holding? I've seen one of those before. These small demons like to tease and bully, but it'll bolt if it senses any real threat. Let's surround it and attack all together, before it can figure out what's happening. Mine! The closet throws its paws in the air and splashes you with beams of color. You hear insolent giggling. The demon is jumping up and down, throwing the ring into the air and catching it. Mine, mine. Elon, Jenna. Sela glances at her friends, then turns to you. They're alright. They'll come around soon. Quickly, Alucard. Let's catch the little rascal before it runs off with the ring. Alright. Guess we'll just give chase. Had of heartening song. Okay, just for bards and skalds. This tent is different from the rest. There's a strong burnt smell around it, and a rustling coming from within.
I know the way. I know what to do.
Huh.
Follow my lead.
I am helpful, am I not?
Where? I forgot where the is. The tent has been cut open from the inside. The knights apparently left it in a hurry. The ground is trampled. There are signs of battle everywhere. The Hound Hearts were clearly attacked by demons here. The ring. Took the ring, the little fiend.
As it should be.
Pretty good, aren't I? What's that there?
A magic shield. Divine Protector. A +2 mithril shield. It gives damage reduction -5. Alright, so it's going to replace what Seal is currently using. The only difference is the damage reduction, but that's still better than nothing.
That is not far.
Guess I lost it. Where?
Our victory is certain.
A Brimarack or two, that's easy to deal with. And two. No, I didn't have that.
I'll go ahead. I know the way. Follow my lead. As it should be.
Oh. There he is. What do you say? Come and get me. Too slow. Okay. Got it. Before Elon manages to get to the closet, the halfling curl appears right next to it. Quite out of nowhere. He snatches the ring from the demon's paws. You mustn't get it. Curl? What are you? Thrusting herself between Elon and Curl, Sela barely manages to absorb the blow aimed at the halfling. Elon, stop! Have you gone mad? He's using a summoning spell. Why did you stop?
Let's have some fun.
Some lovely prey has just stepped into my trap. Oh, Sela, help. Damn it. Don't want to die. Get ready. We're on our own now. Didn't sign up for this. And so Jana leaves us to die. Well, we were going to be fine on our own anyway. Maybe. Where? That would explain why Alucard's having such a hard time. Inflict serious wounds. Yeah. Then Darren use Cure Serious Wounds onto Windowog.
World in crimson.
Oh. Alright. Elon, what were you doing? You nearly cut down Curl. Without a second thought, without a trial, without even knowing if he was responsible for all this. He might be a victim himself. What am I doing? He lured us into a trap. Curl was the only one who knew where we were going. He knew we thought there wouldn't be anyone at the camp besides some small harmless demons, so he set a trap. I wouldn't be surprised if his demon masters had him targeting the commander from the start. Talk about believing in the redemption of scoundrels. Elon scoffs. We barely know anything about what happened. Curl is a good lad. He's not a spy or a murderer. Maybe they threatened him, tricked him, or even bewitched him with demon magic. And now we'll never know because you let him escape. Dude, you were gonna kill him. You would never, saying, oh yeah, we'll find out by casting Speak with Dead. It's like, that doesn't work. If he was going to knock him out, then fine, but yeah, no. Better to let a thief escape than cut down an innocent. Alright. Elon thinks. Sela was defending someone she felt was her friend. And she stopped you from doing something you might regret. I mean, I'm not good, so. Lawful, so you are willing to let a traitor bring demons down on our heads just to keep your conscience clean? Get serious, Sela. I don't know. You two need to calm down. You're both right in your own way. And anyway, what's done can't be undone. I think I'll take that stance. We're lucky no one died in today's little brawl. But who knows where Sela's naivety may one day lead you. Do you hear me, sister? You're not just another knight. Whatever you do may have terrible consequences. You clearly have something to say. Go ahead then. Spit it out. Sela, I didn't want to say this, but I think of you as my friend, so I'm going to warn you. After what happened at the Grey Garrison, you're in serious danger. And maybe not just you. You might like to ignore military hierarchy and the rules of knightly orders, but there's wisdom in them that has stood the test of time. A soldier rises from a private to an officer. A knight begins as a squire. Even Iomede's paladins gain their abilities gradually. But not with you and the commander. You were granted incredible powers, far surpassing seasoned paladins with experience, and skill far beyond your years. You received this gift at just the right moment, and saved a lot of lives across Mendev. That's a great deed that will be remembered for ages to come. But what happened next was wrong. They began to worship you. The Queen gave you such vast power, all while you sidestepped everything. Training, experience, hardship. This is not the first time Her Majesty has behaved rashly. And how much good has this brought Mendev? I'm frightened by what I see, especially by the way that you, Sela, trust people so easily and leap into adventures without looking. One day you'll lower your sword, then when you should have driven the blade home, just like thousands of bright-eyed youngsters that will after you. Elon pauses, as if reluctant to continue, then looks you in the eye. I wanted to tell you the same thing, Commander. You're right to an extent, Elon, but I didn't choose my lot, and I'm just trying to fulfill my duty as best I can. Chaotic. So if I understand you correctly, I'm an incompetent leader who never earned my position. What's the point of dwelling on things that can't change? Have this power, use it as I see fit. I will go for the lawful one. Again, vampire. He's gotta have some level of like rulership and like lean somewhat towards law. You're right to an extent, Elon, but I didn't choose my lots. I'm just trying to fulfill my duty as best I can. The knight lowers his head. I apologize for my harsh words. I said it to Sela, and I'll say it again. This wasn't a reproach, but a warning. The power you've been given, it may be your undoing, and the undoing of all the Crusaders along with you. In any case, forgive me for wasting your time and subjecting you to dangers here. Now at least we know that Curl is a traitor and Janna is a coward ready to abandon her friends when the going gets rough. I hope we'll all learn a lesson from these mistakes. As for that blasted ring, to hell with it. Kiana won't love me solely for the gifts I bring her. Elon makes no attempt to conceal his disappointment. Nodding goodbye, he lowers his head and walks away. Sela watches as he leaves. Her expressive eyes are filled with sadness. Everything's become very complicated all of a sudden. Please, Alucard, let's go back. And I'd like to talk to you about it later. I have a lot to think about. Okay. Not really much else to grab.
That is not far.
I'll grab all this. And we'll get moving as soon as we can. At the end of the day, still couldn't avoid the great enemy called the loading screen. Right, gotta deal with this too. Okay, here we go. Apparently, if I actually fight them, I actually get experience points, but just skipping the battle means I don't get anything. Okay. Archer. Or for lack of a better option, just shoot him. Let's move up. Oh, since I didn't click on... I have to do all the movement all at once. Let's see. Shoot him. Alright, now kill him. And heal others. Okay. Problem solved. Oh, right. Alright. No real casualties. We'll have to see it. Okay. The site of an old battle between the Crusaders and demons is still strewn with thousands of corpses. The stench of death hangs thick in the air, while the survivors lurch around the battlefield looting whatever they can. The dead, after all, won't need their trinkets and keepsakes anytime soon. We'll just go after these. Alright. Trying to kill the cultists. That's probably a mistake. Okay. Just keep gunning them down. There. One to go. Just keep gunning them down. Damn, from 90 to 9. That's pretty bad. No. I don't want to accept any deaths here.
Not this early in the war games.
Okay. We're gonna again shoot down the Brimarack. But I'm gonna have you sit still. Shoot him down again. Yeah. And that's that. Much less casualties. We're gonna go after the cultists first. Crap. Finish him off. Hmm. 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 Well, let's finish this off. Almost no real losses to speak of, but we gotta reinforce these numbers. Okay. Let's see. Crusaders stumbled upon a group of ragged and exhausted scouts. They had set out on a patrol mission deep into the Whirlwind. But then, when Canabras was attacked, they found themselves cut off and surrounded by demons. Surviving in such hostile conditions was not easy. But the scout spirit remained high, and they readily joined the commander's forces. Having defeated the enemy, the Crusaders scattered across the battlefield in search of trophies. The officers keep an eye on the process so that all the valuable trophies go to the treasury and not end up in the pockets of a lucky soldier. Sure. Okay. Alright. Go to recruitment. Recruit. Okay. As much as I'd like to, I can't. What the hell? Okay, nope. I'm not feeling it right now. I'll have to try this again at a later time. Too exhausted. Be back at this later. It's going to be a brief addition to the part. But for now, we'll get some stuff out the way. For the time being, they're going to try to march up to join their army. Alright. Move rather slow. I'm guessing weight down. Yep. Okay.
I'll go ahead.
We'll go talk to Sela. Alright. Sela looks sad and pensive. It's good to see you. Get this. Janna, the one who ran away when we were attacked by demons, never went back to her unit. She was seen running toward Numeria. Looks like she deserted. Numeria. Once a rising power poised to unite its neighbors under its banner, today Numeria has fallen into decay. Here savagery and science exist side by side, amid the wreckage of a crashed starship from a distant world. Technomancers from across Galarian flock to research and exploit the technological wonders found within the otherworldly ruins. Meanwhile, tribes of primitive barbarians cling to age-old tradition and eschew technology in favor of their own raw skill and martial prowess. This is a nation where, under the auspices of technological advancement and the betterment of civilization, a select few rule a subjugated nation as despots and tyrants, placing their own power and continued reign above the well-being of their citizens. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about, or not the only thing. Since our raid on the Houndheart's camp, I've had this sinking feeling that I've made a mistake. Dragging you into this, I mean. I should have known that a raid along the edge of the whirlwind wouldn't be so easy. But mostly, I was wrong about a lot of people. About Janna, who lost her nerve and abandoned her friends. About Curl. I knew he was a thief, but I really thought he'd turned over a new leaf and deserved a little compassion and trust. And Elon. I thought we were kindred spirits, friends through thick and thin, but it looks like I was wrong about him too. Sela looks at you closely, waiting for your answer. I'm not going to do the good option. You've definitely made a lot of mistakes. Blind trust. Slipped up. Evil. Your ideals were mistaken from the start. Maybe now you'll see that people are weak and vicious creatures. It's pointless to try to reform them. They're only fit to be controlled. God damn. You know what? Yeah, that. You are an amazing person, Alucard. I feel a certain fortitude in you, a strength of will even when you say something I could never agree with. She sighs. Thanks for listening to my grumbling, and for helping me get to the bottom of this. I'm not going to leave things as they stand if I get the chance. I'll track down Jana and see if I can talk some sense into her, and find out why Curl did what he did. Can't stop thinking about what Elon told me in the end. I really have become more powerful than paladins who are far more experienced and selfless than me. There's something not right about it. A servant of Iomade should gain their powers through dedicated personal effort. It's the only way to make sure they'll use the power for good. Our journey so far, it's all wrong. And it means I need to be 3 times as hard on myself now. Okay. I believe that's everything. Oh. Except for Ninia. For it. Show me your wares. We're just selling the junk. Sure, that's fine.
I know the way.
Okay. Everyone take a rest. You know what? I'll keep crafting scrolls of haste. Nothing wrong with being able to cast those multiple times. Look here, Olbrich. This is a fork. Did you have these in Sarkoris? In Sarkoris we had honor. We had loyalty. We had warm-hearted families. We had love. As for forks, yep, we had them too. And we knew where to stick them. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just hold on to this for now. Before I go, I do want to sell those books too. So all this. Alright. Your supply would do any wine shop proud. Does the crusade really need this much alcohol? Yes. Wilser smiles shyly. Don't think I'm trying to encourage drunkenness among our crusaders. It's all in good fun, a way to blow off some steam. When soldiers can gather by the fire and raise a cup to honor both the living and the dead, it reminds them that life goes on. But those who drink in excess or to the detriment of their duties won't get a drop from me. There is no sight more depressing than a drunkard. How are things in camp? Hyomade be praised, everything's fine. We're well supplied. Nobody's going hungry, and the sick, well, you can't run a military campaign without somebody getting sick. But they aren't taking up any more beds than usual, except the quartermaster looks at the mound of equipment bearing the signs of recent tinkering. We're having a little problem with the soldiers' gear. The army has a standard that dictates who gets what, except this standard is only good for fighting around Canabras. Needless to say, the conditions inside the Whirlwind are completely different. The scouts have been complaining. A local vegetation is like razor blades, they say, and it's slashing the soles of their boots to ribbons. Their cloaks might protect them from the cold, but they're useless against acid snow or caustic mist. The scouts are missing plenty of vital gear. A coil of rope is a simple thing, but there's not even enough to go around. Can you imagine? How are they supposed to scale mountains with no rope? So I've been thinking, what if we issue them different equipment? The scouts, at least. Fit. So you will, sir, follow the regulations written in the blood of those who did not follow them. Equip the soldiers as you see fit. I'm afraid boots and ropes alone won't be enough. Put the scouts on horses and provide everything they need. Now that you mention it, the horses are faster and can carry plenty. I'll see to it, Commander. I'll immediately write to Canabras and ask for experienced mounted scouts. We're getting ourselves a cavalry. And with that, right, I need Nino in the party for a bit. I'll kick out. Here. No. Camellia. For Nino. Hey, Zero. Hey, Tormented Salad. The new Vanquished Soul and Canine stuff is even better than I thought. Oh, hold on. I'll be switching over to it soon. So, tell me more in about 20 minutes. I'm actually wrapping up this recording here. On that note, thank you to everyone who was able to join me on this with Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We're getting back into it more later this week, but that's for another time. Alright.